if it isn't the blushing bride.
The wedding's off.
Ah, someone find out you didn't qualify to wear white, did he?
Please don't.
The sudden change of heart wouldn't have anything to do with Scott, would it? Take a look. Loverboy's real name is John Palmer. He's wanted for murder in Melbourne. If you're planning on having any fun, you'd better get your skates on before the police pick him up. Yeah, I understand the Victorian police are looking for a John Palmer in connection with a murder in Melbourne. Yeah, I know where you can find him.
Scott! Scott! Hurry! Get in. The police will be here in a few seconds. Whoops. Looking for John Palmer. Ow. Well, we better work out where we're heading.
Why run the risk helping me?
You didn't kill that man, did you?
No.
Well, that's good enough for me.
I wish other people were that easy to convince.
Maybe I'm biased.
It's all getting out of hand. I dragged down Fiona into it, now you. I don't know why I'm running.
You can't give yourself up.
The cops are getting closer all the time. Might as well save them the trouble.
Oh, don't be so stupid. Look, it's not that bad. Look, Wayne won't dob us in. Daddy'd kill him if he did. So that gives us a start. I mean, the police won't be looking for us in my car.
Okay, well, what do we do?
Well, we need time. We'll have to find a motel near here somewhere. It's okay. Simon and I have finished, if that's what you're worried about. Well, you can't go back to your aunt's, can you?
Do you mind? Some of us are trying to sleep.
Sorry, miss. Police.
I didn't think you were selling insurance.
Anyone inside?
How would I know?
Fella called Scott Edwards lived there.
What of it?
I'd like a chat with him.
Yeah, I know what you guys mean by a chat.
Had a bit to do with the police, eh?
What do you want?
Edwards' real name is John Palmer. Wanted for murder.
Oh, come off it.
Know where he is?
No, I haven't seen him.
You don't want to change your mind about that?
What's with the 3rd degree?
Break the lock, Senior.
Oh, no, I don't. I've got a key.
That's more like it.
You won't find anything.
Well, it's not exactly what you'd call 5-star, but it'll do. Wait here and I'll book a double. Oh, come on. You know what they say, every cloud.
He broke her heart.
I don't know what I did wrong.
Because...
What's so funny?
That's Susie's idea.
Oh, well, you've got to give in to the women. On some things.
Yeah.
So how's it going with old... what's her name, Fiona?
Okay.
It doesn't sound like it.
Something happened. This morning. I was all set to nick off to Tassie.
What?
Yeah, I got a letter from Lynn. I would have gone for sure if Fiona hadn't nabbed me.
Well, the interfering old...
Nah, she was right. Would have been a big mistake.
Where does she fit in?
Oh, she used to be Dad's landlady. Looked after John when he was little.
What?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if she'd seen him since he disappeared.
What makes you think that?
Oh, something she said this morning and sort of trying to cover. Probably my imagination.
Yeah, probably.
interesting.
What?
Your horses, you can't rush genius.
Tarot cards. Do you believe this stuff?
500,000 gypsies can't be wrong. Nora's go next.
Oh, no, I don't think so.
Oh, of course it is.
Hey, you haven't finished mine yet.
Oh, I think we've almost lost the vibrations.
Pity they're not homework vibrations. You've got to make up for that work you missed today.
Now, the 10th card sums up the reading. The Magician. That means originality, imagination. You're going to make your living with your brains.
Oh, I was counting on him supporting me in my old age.
The tarot never lies.
And let's see how you go, Mrs. Todd.
Mr. Homework.
5 minutes.
Right. Now, here we go. Touch the cards and concentrate. Good. Now, I'll make this quick. The first card is the present. There you are. What did I tell you? The lovers.
Oh, me? Bill and Susan, I would say.
Yes, I think Beryl's hit the nail on the head. Bill and Susan, perfect harmony. Unless, of course, the card is upside down.
Then what?
Then you get the reverse meaning. In this instance, like falling into a trap. Oh, poor Susan. Lucky the card was the right way up. Now, let's ask the card something specific. Nora?
Bill?
I beg pardon, dear?
Could you ask about Bill?
Oh, yes. Well, we'll start with childhood. The Chariot. Yes. Trouble. A loss of some sort.
Yes, that his father.
Oh, I'm sorry. A long period of upset. Maybe Bill's future will show something a little brighter. Le Pendu? Miss Steele.
Hey, show us.
No.
What was it?
The Hanged Man.
Oh.
Unless, of course, it has a reverse meaning.
Yes.
Let me think. Lack of sacrifice. Like deep down, Bill knows something he should say or do. But he's too scared to make the effort. I think we'll put these cards away. They're not behaving.
What a con.
Well, then, how did you know so much about you?
Well, use your brains, Mum. She pumped Mrs. Palmer earlier.
Why?
I've got a fair idea. I talked to Kevin. He reckons Fiona's seen John.
What, since he...
Killed Sam? Yeah. She's cooking up a way to get him off the hook. Well, if she thinks she can palm the blame onto me, well, she's wasting her time. We'll fix her. I bet she expects us to stay away. We'll go on seeing her. And we'll act completely natural. The minute she sees she's barking up the wrong tree, well, she'll pack up and go back where she came from.
Yeah, well, if you see her, can you ask her to call home, please? Ta.
I know about John. I was with him, helping him get away.
You?
I was afraid he'd handed himself in.
Well, he did. A couple of cops were here when the message came through.
Can I have a seat?
Yes.
Thanks. I was going to ask Fiona what to do.
That makes two of us.
Do you know where she is?
I wish I knew.
Do you mind if I work with you?
No.
I know the baby thing was just a story. You must like him a lot.
Pretty amazing, you're risking trouble with the police and everything, huh? Oh, look, why don't you go home? There's no use you hanging around here. I'll ring you if anything happens.
Thanks. I'm pretty wrung out.
Come on.
Welcome home.
Well, where's Angela?
Mrs. Armstrong phoned me at Woombye. What does Angela think she's up to?
Got something for you. The police are after Scotty Boy.
What?
Look. Real name Palmer. John Palmer. Killed some guy in Melbourne. I tipped off the boys in blue as soon as I found out. The medal goes there.
You stupid little idiot!
We've all dreamed of doing it.
It was only Scott.
All right, I flew off the handle, I'm sorry, but there are problems. Well, for a start, the boy's an employee of this family. Any publicity he gets reflects on us.
Well, you better brace yourself then. The police have got him. And you can't take any credit. He handed himself in.
You mean he did murder somebody?
Oh, of course he didn't. Where's Daddy?
He dropped me off. He's at the Armstrongs.
Oh, what's he sticking his nose in there for?
He's trying to make some sense out of all of this.
Yeah? Well, it's not going to do any good. Mrs. Armstrong is on my side.
What has happened?
Scott is in jail. Would you just forget about Simon and I?
I don't give a damn about Scott Edwards.
Well, I do, and I'm going to help him any way I can.
Oh, what can you possibly do?
I'll talk to Daddy when he gets back. I want him to use the money for the wedding on John's defence.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. He'd never do that.
He will if I ask him.
You're in for a shock, madam.
It'll be fine once he's talked to Mrs. Armstrong. I'll wait upstairs.
Fiona? Fiona, is that you?
It was the last time I looked. Get Scott for me, would you, love?
I can't. Oh, where are you, Fiona? I've got some awful news. Scott's in jail.
Jail?
Remand or something. He gave himself up.
Has he been charged?
Dunno, but they say he's from Melbourne and he's wanted for murder. You've got to do something, Fiona.
I certainly do.
What do you want?
It's time for some straight talk. They've picked up John. And we both know it's for something you did. Now, I'm a reasonable woman. I'm giving you a chance to own up. If you're man enough.
What is this, Sunday school?
Or I could call the police and make a formal accusation. I'm not bluffing.
They won't listen to you.
I'll owe you the 10 cents.
You want to make a fool of yourself? Go right ahead.
Homicide squad, please. Good evening. My name is Fiona Thompson. I've come down from Sydney to give you some important information about the Selma murder. Yes. I'll be waiting at number 19, Harris Street, Doveton. Thank you.
They're not going to be very happy with you dragging them out in a wild goose chase.
Not so wild.
I've got an alibi, remember?
I wouldn't count on it. From what I've seen of your mother, she'd last about 10 minutes if they really got to work on her. You think about that while we're waiting. Come in.
Good evening. Detective Murray.
I hope you brought your handcuffs.
You are Fiona Thompson?
Yes?
Your address is 22 Manly
Cut
Terrace.
the red tape.
22 Manly Terrace, Manly, New South Wales.
That's me.
We've been looking for you following a report from the New South Wales Police earlier this evening. You are charged with obstructing the course of justice for sheltering John Palmer.
But he's innocent. There's your murderer. Ask his mother. You'll get all the proof you want.
You'll be able to make a full statement at the station. I'd like to advise you of your rights.
Rights?
Mrs. Thompson, you're under arrest.
Next in the morning news, we go live to Melbourne ahead of the...
It'll be all right.
Could I have a glass of water, Billy?
Yeah. It wouldn't surprise me if the police didn't even bother. And if they do, well,
I'll be here with you. I'll run you to work in the morning and you'll wonder what all the fuss is about.
But I've got nothing new to say.
Well, that's just the point. If they come round, just stick to your guns and tell them exactly what you said last time.
But what if they ask...
Don't get yourself all worked up. The detective's a nice guy. It'll just be a formality. I reckon Fiona's cut her own throat.
Billy? Oh, don't say that. She didn't mean any harm.
Oh, no? She only tried to pin the whole thing on me. Well, it's a good thing Susie's on night shift. At least she doesn't have to know about it. So much for Fiona's tarot cards. Didn't do her any good.
The statement's been typed. Would you read that through carefully, please? Tell me if there's anything you want changed before signing.
There won't be. Have you spoken to Mrs. Todd?
We'll decide on the basis of your signed statement whether an interview is warranted.
Bill Todd is lying through his teeth, and he's forcing his mother to do the same. Oh, have you got a pen?
You realize how serious your implications are.
I wish I could see somebody taking them seriously. Oh, sorry.
You'll be taken back to your cell.
Can I ask a favor?
If it's about the colour scheme...
Under different circumstances, I'd probably laugh. Would you tell Mrs. Palmer where I am?
She knows. It was passed on to her when she was told about her son being transferred to Melbourne on remand.
Here we go. Solicitors. No. That's okay. I'll know the name when I see it. Dad spoke to him when John was first in trouble.
Hey, leave till Dad gets home in the morning.
I want to call him first thing.
So what happens now?
Fight to get John off the proper way.
And what about Fiona, hey?
I just wish she hadn't encouraged him to stay on the run. It'll only go against him.
Oh, yeah, but... Hey, what did Susan say?
Not much. I suppose the matron was around. She did say not to call Bill. No point in dragging him out of bed.
Nothing more to add?
No, Billy was with me the whole time. What else is there?
We have to follow through on all reports. Thanks for your cooperation.
There won't be any more trouble, will there?
I hope not, Mrs. Todd. We'll let you get back to bed. Good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Good night.
What did I tell you?
I was so sure he'd pick me up on something.
You were great, I could hear.
Billy, you made me lie to the police. I have to have a reason for it.
You're not going to believe all those crackpot stories, are you?
Well, just tell me the truth and I'll never ask you again. Why did I have to lie?
I'm not going to argue with you now when you're tired. Go to bed and we'll talk it over tomorrow.
No, I've changed my mind. I don't think I'll stay.
What?
I just couldn't face Susie in the morning. I think it might be a good idea if we don't see each other for a bit.
Oh, now I've heard everything.
Billy, I'm frightened.
How many times have I got to tell you nothing will happen?
It's not that. It's you. I'll ring for a cab.
But you're staying here, Mum.
So you can keep an eye on me.
Mum! Don't. I said don't. Don't be so bloody stupid!
Fiona was right, wasn't she?
Mum? Mum, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it, Mum.
Billy, What's going to happen to us?
Love is very strange. It can come and go.
It can happen when you are young or old.
When it comes from nowhere.